So the Gullah Geechee culture, or the Gullah Geechee corridor, is from North Carolina to South Carolina, and also Florida, which is North Carolina, Jacksonville, and North Carolina, Florida. So you guys are a part of the Gullah Geechee corridor. If anybody ever asks you what your culture and your history is, that's what you are, Gullah Geechee native, you know? And one thing about the Gullah Geechee culture is we all about family, unity, and uplifting one another, right? So what I'm gonna start off I don't have a regular mic today, but I am gonna do a couple of songs. We're gonna watch a few videos that I have, but we're gonna start off with this song called Come Over Yonder. I'm gonna try to project it as much as I can, but I'm gonna have the music in the background as well. Come over yonder, take a walk with me. Listen, fellas. Come over yonder, take a walk with me. Come to the beach and feel the island breeze. Where we at? In that 843, low country. Coast boy kings and them Gullah queens. Come over yonder, take a walk with me. Listen, come over yonder. We in Wakanda, yeah, South Carolina. Hilton Head Island, St. Helena Island. Come over yonder, we in Wakanda, in South Carolina. So come on and take a walk with me. Come to the island, to the galaxies. Listen, come over yonder, take a walk with me. Come to the beach and feel the island breeze. Where we at? In that 843, low country. Coast boy kings and them Gullah queens. Come over yonder, take a walk with me. Come over yonder. Yo, yonder basically means come over here. That's a Gullah term that we use well, mostly the older people still use, but you kind of hear, you know, some of us catch on to it and say it here, and they come over yonder, come over there, where you come from. Yep. So I got a small video to give you a little more education if you don't know about the history and things of that nature. Well, there we go.
To be Gullah means to be part of a unique culture in America. It's love, it's family, it's community, it's pride.
This place has an aura, like the ancestors are talking to you.
There was so much more before Hilton Head that brought the Gullah culture to where it is now.
Mitchellville is the place where freedom, liberation began. Mitchellville stands as the first town of self-governing formerly enslaved people in the United States. This is what all freedmen towns were supposed to look like.
I am the 6th generation of people who have been able to overcome the ultimate challenge.
I think we can be proud of our ancestors, but more importantly, we can be proud that we're carrying the legacy of them.
That's the Gullah way, community, village. That's the only way we've survived.
This Gullah way of life, this Gullah presence does not go away.
But when my ancestors had this land, you know, they had hope that their offspring would keep this land, grow it, and build on it. And that's the spirit that I move with.
Perfect. All right, so that was a little small insight of who the Gullah people is and how far we came back from to where we are today. So can I ask everybody to introduce themselves if possible? I know everybody ain't those type of people, but can I start right here, ask you your name and what you like to do, big dog?
My name is British Jerome, and I like to play basketball.
Like to play basketball? That's what's up. What about you, brother?
My name is Brennan Bennett, and I like to play basketball.
Okay, got some two ballers.
Boys, sit up.
Say that one.
And I like to play basketball.
Okay, everybody like basketball. What we got back there? What's your name, boss?
Dallas Neesmith. I like playing football.
A football player.
My name's Jamori and I like to play football.
Football as well.
My name's Nicholas and I like to play football.
Okay.
My name is Deron. I like to play baseball.
Oh, you a baseball player. That's what I'm talking about.
My name is Carter and I like to play soccer.
Right. Soccer player.
My name is Jamori and I like to play football.
Football too?
My name is Jess. I like to play basketball.
You like to play basketball as well?
First, I like to play football.
Football player.
My name is Deshaun. I like to play football.
Okay. So we all athletic in here, right? So those are those things that y'all see yourselves doing in the future? Yeah. So one thing about sports and one thing about how I could connect that with culture is it's a team effort, right? One thing about life is instead of going against one another all the time, you got to find out how to play as a team, right? So what we do as Gullah Geechee natives, if one person doesn't have anything, the next person, if they have it, we're able to lend it, you know? So back in those days, some people grew many different things. Some people grew corn, some people grew bread, or some people grew rice. But if you got corn and he got bread and he don't got no corn and you don't got no bread, you guys will come together as a unit, you know what I'm saying, and work and find a way to work together as a unit. So that's one thing about the Gullah Geechee culture that is big on community, love, and teamwork, right? So we're not gonna keep it too dull. I'm gonna keep going with some good music at the same time. Gotta show you guys a little bit about myself, and just as you see that I'm a rapper, and what I learned how to do is found out how to not do the normal rap. You guys like hip hop, I know, right? Everybody like hip hop, everybody. What's your favorite rappers? You got any favorite rappers in the building? Yep, NBA Youngboy, things like that. Come on, man, y'all know. Yeah, Rod Wave, you know. But one thing about music today is it's hard to connect between the youth and the elderly people, because the elderly people may think that the music that you guys like are vulgar and things of that nature. But you guys may think that the music that they like is boring, you know what I'm saying? But they had a time when their music was good, and now you guys got a time when music is good. So what I decided to do was find a median, you know, try to find out how I can make music for you guys and make music for them. So I kind of take out the cursing, the profanity. I still keep it turned up, you know what I'm saying? But it's a way that you can project your message sometimes without having to, you know, curse and speak vulgar. So let me tell you guys a little bit more about myself. Let me show you about me. I'm a Gullah guy from the beach, praying and living by palm trees. South Cac repping 843, first free, you should do your history. Chasing all the dreams that I see, making goals so my family can eat. Praise the Most High through the week in many ways, so His powers you can see. Let me show you about me. Look, can I show you about me? Let me show you about me. Can I show you about me? Listen, go ahead and do what you do. Go do what you do, cause it's up to you. Hey, go ahead and do what you do. Go do what you do, cause it's up to you. I'm in the field grinding hard on my 8 to 5, Monday through Friday and maybe overtime. J.O.B. on my job just like Job. Satan try to touch me, but he can't reach my soul. So you know how it goes, living last days of time. Time to wake everybody up so we all can shine in this lifetime for us to live in paradise. No lie, it's our time right now. Let me show you about me. I'm a Gullah guy from the beach, praying and living by palm trees. South Cac repping 843, first free, you should do your history. Chasing all the dreams that I see, making goals so my family can eat. Praise the Most High through the week in many ways, so His powers you can see. Let me show you about me. Can I show you about me? Can I show you about me? Can I show you about me? Listen, go ahead and do what you do. Go do what you do, cause it's up to you. Go ahead and do what you do. Go do what you do. One thing we gotta change is the things that we see. R.I.P. Nipsey, he was cleaning up the streets, educating the uneducated, feeding all his peeps in the community, spreading love, killing negative energy, spiritual and gangster, you feel the vibe. Victory laps to the death, it ain't gonna stop. Every year smoke the truth, saw you down the ride. Put your pride to the side right now. Me and my Gullahs bringing the pain, we killing the game. Bringing something authentic, Yahweh is his name. Got you thinking off the radar, cause we bringing heaven flavor. Giving you something so different, cause we speaking about our. You know that you gon' feel it, we hoping that you hear it. We trying to come together, killing all the evil spirits. We all got a mission, so make the right decision. It's up for you to live it, cause the time is always ticking. Let me show you about me. I'm a Gullah guy from the beach, spraying and living by palm trees. South Cac reppin' 843, first free, you should do your history. Chasing all the dreams that I see, making goals so my family can eat. Praise the Most High through the week in many ways, so as powers you can see. Let me show you about me. Can I show you about me? Can I show you about me? Show you about me. Listen, go ahead and do what you do. Go do what you do, cause it's up to you. Hey, that's it, man. You see how I'm able to keep it still turned, keep it boppy, keep it, still groovy, but not have to put the this, that, and the third in it, because sometimes it really don't, it's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might be amongst yourselves and y'all might like to get rowdy, this and that, and the third, but when it's time to come together, let's find out how to party together, you know what I'm saying? I got another small video. This video right here, this video right here is from like a live show that we do. And the Gullah culture, we like to have festivals. Pretty sure you guys been to a lot of Gullah festivals. If you haven't, this is one that I perform at down in St. Helena Island, which we have annually Memorial Day weekend. And yeah, let's check it out.
Man, much love, like
Uh-oh.
DJ Jose about to hit the stage.
Ah!
Read my soul, y'all. You know what time it is, man. Hey, SpongeBob with us. Hey, man. Y'all, hey, a lot of them already crazy when y'all see me pop. And we got another little sneak peek. Ciao. Tribulations we facing, let's make it. Let's come together like we should be amazing. Let's show one another that we all can be the greatest. Don't live by the beat, all the energy by the sea. Ain't nobody trippers by the month, some guesses breathe. Take a cruise around the island, show you how my people try to tell it true. Got the stories how my people kept on fighting. Every day we get things, the most how we get praise. Our ancestors made way for us all to be great, cause it's the Gullah life for us. It's the Gullah life for us. Every day we have fun under the island sun. Say, it's the Gullah life for us. It's the Gullah life for us. Every day, right? Thank y'all, thank y'all. Give me something. Driving cars in my lane while we racing to my train. She always understands. I feel like they stay the same. It is my gotta maintain. Take your time to refrain. In the races, no complaint. It be amazing on the daily late nights. Certain mornings, I can feel it in my soul. Ain't no other way to go. Gotta help us all I know. Reaching out my friends and folks. Building up our designation. The Geechee people be ready. It's time to level up. Late nights. Blessing God, who the views of it. Bitter, I hate to see you when they got more we love. He knows all stuff, but we on the shit. So we got the families and they all prepared to get. They know he completed this mission. Now families been fighting for freedom. Small things that ain't even gotta say L-A-D-I-E to the S. When they going through, show them, hey, that's how you step. Say L-A-D-I-E to the S. Let your hands swing, show them how you rock that grass. L-A-D-I-E to the S. Fellas, She said she party sometimes, but she gotta keep her mind on my ride. You better step, you better step. And sing it with me. L-A-D-I-E to the S. Y'all can sing it with me, let's go, say L-A-D-I-E to the S. When they going cruising, let me hear you say L-A-D-I-E to the S. Where you at back there? Let me use so say L-A-D-I-E to the S. Let's go. Once again, my name is QSmalls. This is DJ OJ, SpongeBob, and we appreciate y'all for having us out today. Shouts out to the original Gullah Festival.
I heard somebody say SpongeBob. Yep. So yeah, he goes on the road with me as well. My backup dancer. You gotta have the dancers with you, right? It's definitely a part of the original hip hop. So I can't come without giving you guys some history, right? Like we can't have fun the whole time, right? So throughout the south coast of America, majority of the world's population has been miseducated about the Gullah Geechee history. Many may have never heard original stories from the African Indians or natives of America, which they owned and fought for from 1738 to 1858. And you guys know how long ago that was? It's 2026, right? So that was a couple of hundreds of years ago, right? That they were here and owned this land, right? But these indigenous people were either killed, captured, or surrendered to the Confederate Union, where they were enslaved with Africans and combined cultures, which we know of today as the Gullah Geechee tribe. In this paper, and today you will get a great insight on the history of the native African Indians in the United States of America we call the Gullah Geechee tribe. As history tells you, the indigenous Americans have been in the land of the free 15,000 years ago, and even longer than that. The indigenous people had then and still have today many different skills, traits such as farming, carpentry, arts and crafts, hunters, and many different religions, while being very family oriented and building their communities and villages. Roughly from the 15th centuries through the 19th centuries, these indigenous people slowly witnessed a huge population decline due to economic diseases and lack of immunity from new diseases in Europe, which estimates to the population decline from 18 million to 2.1 million indigenous people, right? During that period of time, the Indians faced a series of wars from the colonial settlers formed as the United States, which forced them to surrender their ancestral land and to choose from 500 different treaties created by the U.S. government to assimilate the Native Americans. As the United States colonizers became powerful in the Americas, the Indian tribes were considered as semi-independent nations until the Indian Appropriations Act in 1871, which no longer remains their independent nations, which classifies them as domestic dependent nations. So basically, the government re-identified the people of the original people of this land, right? So that's why it's so important for you guys as the next generation to listen to the older generation of what they've been through, what they came from, because you guys are gonna have that time when you're 30, 40 plus, have a family, and they're gonna wanna know their history. But you wanna be able to tell them the true history of where your people came from, right? So as you can see, most of the native Indians were either killed, slaved, oh, I already read that part, right? During the late 1750s, many African American children were born in America, but not just African were having children and starting families with Africans. Also, some had children and made families with enslaved indigenous natives. So that's how the combine of African and Indian came about, because the Africans that did come also became slaves as well. Well, they came as slaves, right? So they came as slaves as well, and the ones that were captured as slaves, they had no choice. That's like you being put in prison, but you're going to get the prison system. So you, just like we said, it's about coming together and being one community, right? So basically, to sum up all of what I'm saying here, the Gullah Geechee has been through this coast for the longest of the longest. And it's up for you guys and me, that's why I stick so hard of it in my music, to keep pushing that fight of who we are as people, right? Right? Alrighty, so let's get a little more videos going on. So this video I'm gonna show you next actually talks more about land ownership and how to keep it. Maybe like the early 2000s, well, I would say late 90s, 2000s, a lot of Gullah Geechee natives that had land weren't educated about the land when it came down to land preservation and things of that nature. So a lot of people lost their land, you know? So it took a lot of fight, town hall meetings and things of that to get certain legalizations and legal things put in place so that we could educate ourselves. Your name again, sir? Brian. Just like Brian here, how he getting you guys to come together and learn good things as being young men, one day being great men, right? That's basically what we had to do as communities. We had to all sit down in a quick little circle and educate one another. This person going through something, we got to come out and find out so that we won't be able to get our land taken or go through that same situation. But this song right here, which was my first video that I put on YouTube, so if it's like out of the quality of the norm now, it might not look as good as most of them do, but this was the start for me when it became down to telling the story.
Joker?
Man, the judge is trying to take my family land.
Man, what judges, Joker? You talking about Uncle Will and how they try to take his life?
Yeah, that's right.
Man, you see how these judges out here breaking the Constitution, man? Because we live by these trees and by the water.
I guess they think it's okay.
Come on, man. We got to ride for the island, Joker.
You know what? No cursing. Let's fight.
The land fight is right. I can't remember a Gunna artist putting this in their song.
Oh.
Oh.
Man, you know what? Thanks, QSmalls.
Hey, man. Real angels are heroes. I hit one head, Gullah guy, swimming in the ocean, sipping frosty we supply. Yeah, I've been here, I can teach you about the life. Heard we was some angels, time to show you how we fly. I heard this beats what we teeth, and from all this evil killing on my family in emotion. Joker had a vision, time to put it all in motion. Get the game here, take his locals, that's how we flow it. Splash it, Yahweh, pray to him in broad day. Walking, speaking righteous, got it cool, looking so crazy. This should be an album, y'all gon' play this mixtape all day. Industry we stole, all they hits, they gon' really have to throw away. Hey, Smalls, big oxymoron, come together like a neuron. No time for the morons, making moves like a neutron. Sea islands, we coasting, South Cac, big coasters. Beautiful and gorgeous, 8 for 3, I'm posted. In the shoe, I'm poster, not afraid of nothing. Hit the hay with a Heisman, showing love like a wise man. Ain't no time for surprising, life is all about timing. Pray while you grinding, kill demons despising. I ride on Hilton Head Island, a Gullah culture that they kicking to the side. Trying to take the land, but can't sell piece of my pie. My family means forever, ever till the end of time. Oh, I ride on Hilton Head Island, a Gullah culture that they kicking to the side. Trying to take the land, but can't sell piece of my pie. My family means forever, ever till the end of time. Oh, I ride on Gullah Island. I ride on Hilton Head Island. Oh, I ride for Gullah Island. I ride on Hilton Head Island.
After the song is done, you might have to repeat that. Gullah angels come prepared with knowledge, you can trust that. I remember riding around the island, getting feedback, rolling up with my homies where they palm trees at. Like a thief in the night, beats we keep robbing. Hitting Satan with these bangers, have his head throbbing. Yeah, I sure got my back with his father saying, remember telling everybody about his son name. It's the angel calling and I'm about to bring pain. Blowing trees on the island like a hurricane. Gullah Gullah about to take it to another lane. Sent from heaven and the angels are risen the same. So you will see the little flockers, they gon' rock with me. Satan is lying, you can see it through his history. Gullah land been stole, we need that on TV. Blinded family, real man who pulled the plug, it's a mystery. They over the trust I see, spending from it, gotta live it like luxury. Judges and lawyers stick together like piano keys. And now my mother's mother fighting Jill's Deuce cause he a land lover.
I would like to ask a question. Is it normal protocol for us to have conferences over the telephone? Because I'm very uncomfortable with this.
It is very normal. Okay. Well, let me say this. Our policy is to do telephone conferences on matters that can be done by telephone whenever possible.
Can you direct me where I can read that? Because I don't understand. I haven't found anything that says that. When I read under South Carolina of Civic Procedure, it said appearance. It don't say anything about telephone.
Okay. Well, let me tell you where you're going to find that. Nowhere, because I haven't written it down. It's my personal policy.
I ride on Hilton Head Island, a Gullah culture that they kicking to the side. Trying to take the land, but can't sell piece of my pie. My family means forever, ever till the end of time. Oh, I ride on Hilton Head Island, a Gullah culture that they kicking to the side. Trying to take the land, but can't sell piece of my pie. My family means forever, ever till the end of time. Oh, I ride on Gullah Island. I ride on Hilton Head Island. Oh, I ride for Gullah Island. I ride on Hilton Head Island. Oh,
So basically that song was, as you heard, it was a judge that was in that song, and basically he was saying how he makes his own policies other than going by the South Carolina law. So that's a lot of things that as Gullah Geechee natives we had to deal with, them making their own laws, and we have to just go with it. But nowadays, you guys are connected to phones. You guys were born with phones, so now we can ask ChatGPT anything now, right, to put up a little better fight, right? So, all right, cool beans. I got one last song that I'm gonna do for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation today. Right? Uh-oh. That's this. I was about to say, my bad, y'all. I was about to tell them about every last one of your albums. I never did that. You didn't see me look back like, yo. Alright. But I am gonna do like an older song version, but this one is a little more fun, up tempo. But just like I said, man, I hope y'all guys had a good time. Don't forget to go on YouTube, Spotify, listen to a little more of my fun music, man, you know, right? Let's kick it. On the island by the beach, you know how we gon' kick it. It's up and it's stuck. You know we be Gullah living, sing it with me. Gullah living, we Gullah live. On the island by the beach, you know how we gon' kick it. It's up and it's stuck. You know we be Gullah living, sing it with me. Gullah living, what we doing? Gullah live. Come to the shoe where we swag by the beach. Party on the aisle with them Gullahs be. Just live, say Gullah live. Hey, what we doing? Gullah live. Come to the shoe where we swag by the beach. Party on the aisle with them Gullahs be. Just live and say Gullah live. What we doing? Check me out, right? Oak trees feeling good by the beach, in the ocean on the island eating good. What you mean? We them dark Indians, they ain't want people to see. We about to shine like Gullah lovers, what they in the world full of hate. Time to show them how we great, do whatever it takes just to make sure people kicking hate to the side. Cause it's time to elevate with love and loyalty, be great. I'm just on the island by the beach, you know how we gon' kick it. It's up and it's stuck, you know we be sing it with me. Gullah live. Hey, what we doing? Gullah live. On the island by the beach, you know how we gon' kick it. It's up and it's stuck, you know we be Gullah living, singing with me. Gullah live. Hey, what we doing? Gullah live. Hey, come to the shoe where we swipe by the beach. Party on the aisle with them Gullahs be just live and say Gullah live. Hey, what we doing? Gullah live. Come to the shoe where we swipe by the beach. Party on the aisle with them Gullahs be just live and say Gullah live. Hey, what we doing? Gullah living. Oh, priest, by the Gullah seas. Come and catch this breeze, feel good, high breathe when you realize life and you utilize your keys to make a difference in everything that you see. Waking up to many blessings, time to learn many. While you live your own lane, time to show them how you stepping on neglected, keep flexing on the thing you manifesting. Praying to the most high, keep repping out on the island by the beach. You know how we gon' kick it. It's up and it's stuck. You know we be Gullah living, sing it with me. Gullah live. Hey, what we doing? Gullah live. On the island by the beach, you know how we gon' kick it. It's up and it's stuck. You know we be Gullah living, sing it with me. Gullah live. Hey, what we doing? Gullah live. Come to the shoe where we swipe by the beach. Party on the aisle with them Gullahs be just live and say Gullah live. And what we doing? Gullah live. And come to the shoe where we swipe by the beach. Party on the aisle with them Gullahs be just live and sing it. Gullah live. Hey, what we doing? Gullah live. And once again, everybody. Once again, everybody, my name is QSmalls. I appreciate y'all for coming out today on this nice Saturday. Appreciate it again, boss man.
Another round.
Good,
Real quick, I just want to introduce myself. My name is John Collins. I'm the new president of the Friends of the Andrews Library. I'm a volunteer. What I do is I raise money. I go out there in the community and I raise money for stuff like this. So we can bring somebody like this. He comes all the way from Hilton Head.
Yes, sir.
And we can make sure he gets paid to do what he does. And Mr. Gary and I have talked about it. I applied for a grant with Duke Energy. It could be a very, very great grant. And you guys are going to be involved. And we're going to, it's about landscaping. It's about knowledge. It's about America 250. It's about the revolution. And it's going to give you guys an opportunity to do some stuff around the library. And when it's done, there's going to be gift cards. We're going to have parties. We're going to have some food. We're going to have some talks. So it's really exciting. So, you know, if you, when you say your prayers at night, say a little prayer that grant comes through. Just a little bit. Keep it right there. But I thank you all for coming. Brian, thank you. And I appreciate all you young gents, rising gents. Thank you. Thank you so much. And stick around. We got pizza coming.
Perfect. You want to take it? Yeah, questions? Yeah. I don't want. Y'all boys got some questions? So I know y'all got some questions. Nah. Ain't no way. All right. What year did I start rapping? Okay. I'm 32. I graduated high school in 2011. I'd say seriously taking it serious, 2017. Just about, so I'm probably going on 10 years next year after that. Yeah. What you got?
What made you want to start rapping?
Say that?
What made you want to start rapping?
To be honest, kind of like y'all said earlier, like the Rod Waves, but in my time it was different. It was like Lil Wayne, you know, Jay-Z, Ludacris, Soulja Boy, those guys like that. You see me dancing, so those people like that kind of motivated me. And I felt like that music moves everybody. Music is an easy way to get to somebody message-wise. So I felt like poetry and music, it was a combination for me. Yeah. Got one over here.
Give the young people, let them go.
Oh, okay. You got one?
No, I was just about to ask a quick question. Ben McGill from right here in Andrews. If you get a chance, particularly all you young folks, go online. There was an event that happened here in the state of South Carolina earlier in the week, and the news is not really out there yet. Speaking of the Gullah Geechee culture, there's a young man from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. He spent 13 months weaving a sweet basket. What's his name? Corey Richardson. And that's very, very, very interesting because that it was 3 feet wide and 5 feet high.
Wow.
It took him 13 months to weave this sweet grass basket.
Wow.
And it is now in the State Museum here in the state of South Carolina. They're coordinating with the Guinness Book of World Records to try to get them moved to the Smithsonian up in Washington, D.C.
Right.
But these issues, we definitely need to keep a close finger on it.
Right,
Because
right.
for someone like myself who's been in the state of South Carolina, I was born and raised here, was gone for 30 years, but came back in '09. I've had the opportunity for decades and decades and decades to travel up Highway 17 in the Mount Pleasant area, watching the Gullah Geechees out there weaving these baskets for many, many, many decades. Then about 7, 8 years ago, the state of South Carolina kind of eliminated and only got them in a very, very specific location.
Right,
So
right.
it behooves a lot of y'all, particularly younger folks, to go and do some research and learn some things about these Gullah Geechee culture. Sandy Island, right up here, between Myrtle Beach and Georgetown.
Right, right.
Go and learn the history. You got Hilton Head Island, you got
St. Helena
St.
Island.
Helena Island.
Yep.
James Island.
All
And
of
I'm gonna tell you
them.
something
All
that's
of
going
them.
on in James Island right now, because I have a lot of relatives that live in James Island. Same thing that's trying to gentrify James Island, just like they did in, particularly in Hilton Head Island.
Yep.
You young people who don't know, Hilton Head Island used to pretty much be owned by black people. Like
Yes, sir.
90% of it, many, many years ago, about 30 years ago, because of, he mentioned something earlier about property, heirs property. Because of the state law and the federal law, once they allowed one person in an heirs property to come in and sell their property, in order to remove many of them from your family property, your family history, what they do is get one person to sell. Once that one person sells, you bring developers in and they start building these multi-million-dollar homes and establishing all these businesses. What are they doing? They are making it so you cannot afford the taxes to live there anymore. Everybody starts selling it. And that's how Hilton Head Island got sold up. I see the same thing, exact same thing happening in James Island.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little moat between where my family property is up there and another developer who bought 13 lots. And those 13 lots, he got about a half acre of land, they sell it for $150,000.
Off of Solid Green?
Off of Solid Green, yes, right off of Solid Green.
Emma, my aunt Emma, who just passed.
Right off of Solid, right off of Solid Green Road. So a lot of these things you young folks don't know, but you need to learn about. A lot of these things that are going on, and there's a reason why. If you ever go to Sandy Island, and you know still traveling by boats and everything, the federal government, the state government wanted to put a bridge over that water many about 2 decades ago. But there's a reason why. The people in Sandy Island will never allow them to put to the government. They will pay for it themselves, because once the government take foothold, then they take control.
Yep.
Same thing they were trying to do in Sapelo Island in
Right.
Sapelo
Yep.
Island in Georgia,
Yep.
the first black
Yep.
settlement in the state of Georgia.
Yes, sir.
I've been there many times. But you have to protect your culture. You have to start now. People my age, I'll be 66 in a couple of months. People my age, you know, we have to start protecting the rights of our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, you know, 20 years ago, so that we can preserve things for them in the future. But I just want to bring that up to you, particularly about that sweetgrass basket. 5 feet high, 3 feet wide.
And I want to say, just coming off of what you're saying, we live in a time now where people are trying to change our history. And we need to remember, we need to have rappers like this who remind us of what our culture, what our shared culture is in this country. You know, because it's a wonderful country, but we can't let our history be changed and erased.
Right.
So you got some knowledge up here, and I by the look on your faces, I know some of you guys got it, and I love it. That's what it's all about.
Right.
All right, thank you much.
And one more thing for you guys, don't be scared to ask questions. Life is about knowing, not other than not knowing. So and I think teachers say it all the time, there's no such thing as a dumb question, right? So just don't ever be scared to ask questions.
Question, and I hope this is not a dumb question, but just for understanding, before it was Hilton Head, it was Mitchellville? Or?
Yeah. That was the first freedmen town in America. So all the freedmen.
Mitchellville turned into Hilton Head, or you're saying that Hilton Head was first?
No.
Mitchellville was first.
Well, Hilton Head was first, right? First, technically. But just like I was saying earlier, you have the Fuskie where there were Indians living there, as well as mixed in with Africans, you know, that ran from being enslaved in a sense. Hilton Head at first was a place where people ran to be free, you know, so But there were only 3 white families living there that were a part of the colonizations and things of that nature. But they didn't mess with the freedmen town because they had their own government, they had their own school systems, they had their own thing. So it was kind of like they were working together in a sense until the Fuskie got captured in the Bloody Wars in like 1745 in a sense like that. And then they all became colonized in a sense, right? Yeah, yeah.
So the Gullah Geechee people, they were first Indians and Africans? Speak on that just a little bit, Sean.
Right. So, okay, basically, I'll say it better in this term. My grandmother in Beaufort, her mother is from Yamasee, and she's from the Yamasee tribe. She's an Indian. But my people on Hilton Head, right. Not all though, because just like I said, some were from the Fuskie and they transferred from the Fuskie to Hilton Head. One thing that's missing in American history is that there weren't Africans already here, right? They try to tell us that all Africans came on the ships. It was already traveling, going. America has always been America. It just wasn't called America, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? America's always been a place of transporting goods, bringing things from here and taking things out of. But the Europeans and everybody else left where they were from and came and took over another place. But they tell you that Christopher Columbus discovered it, but in reality, it was already people living here. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the miseducation.
And to add to that, like, you know, they don't tell you, like, Mansa Musa, he had a whole navy, he had a whole naval brigade, so they were traveling the transatlantic route and many other routes way before. And then that's why when you go to other countries, like you go to Asia, and you go to other continents, they all have a group of melanated people everywhere. Indians, they call them the undesired. And everywhere in the world, the melanated people are disadvantaged and oppressed. In India, they call them the undesirable class. In India. In Asia, you have heavily melanated people in Asia, in the Philippines especially.
Right.
Hawaii, the original Samoans of Hawaii, the original natives of Hawaii were heavily melanated people.
Right.
So even when you look at Europe, they call them swarthy when you get to the Southern Italians. Right. Because of their Moroccan and African bloods and heritage. And you got the Eastern Europeans who are less favorable than those in the northern regions of Europe. Because of their, darker tones and melanated skin. So, like John was saying, that, the history's being erased now. Well, it's always been erased. It's just repeating itself over and over and over again. Every few or so centuries, the same repeat is happening. So when you look at the education system, and how they're trying to not teach the kids the truth about who they are, and the kids, seem to be, as the years go on, lack interest about learning about themselves and who they are, is continuing the cycle of erasure. So we have to sometimes think and bring it back, like, well, hold on, if history says, sometimes you have to align 2 points of history that they try to teach you, and then debunk the lie. You have to debunk the lie, because sometimes two things can be true at the same time, but sometimes two things just can't be true at the same time.
And there's a lot of stuff going on now, like paleontology. They're looking at caves and, we're all Africans.
Huh? Now you
Cradle
talking.
said there were three
Yeah.
groups of Africans
Yeah,
that
yeah.
went in three different directions,
Mhm,
and then over time, melanin changed because
Yep.
of where they settled.
Yep,
But I
yep,
mean,
yep.
truly, our genetics as
Mhm.
human people
Come from Africa.
all come from the heart. We're talking Congo, Central Africa, where the breadbasket of the world is.
Back to his quick question, it kind of answered your question as well, but it was his question of how did I start rapping? A better question is how did I start doing Gullah Geechee rapping, right? Because I've always been making secular music, like they would call it, but what made me want to do the Gullah Geechee rap is no one told me that my people were slaves. When we went to school you took tests, but nobody was like, you're taking a test on your ancestors being slaves and stuff like that. So once I went to South Carolina State University, and they huge on history and things of that nature. So once I started getting that eye opening, I didn't know I was living on Hilton Head, and that was the first free town. You know what I'm saying? So it was like hard to get my own history. I had to go elsewhere for somebody else to tell me who I was. You know what I'm saying? So you guys, if you can, ask your older people, man, who you are, because you don't never know what your great people did for you to be in the positions that you are today.
Listen, before we close, can I give them a excellent reference point to start at if you want to do a lot of research, ancient research into your cultural history, into your family history. And it all goes back to Ethiopia, Africa. Goes back to Ethiopia, Africa. If you go back and do some research on the Moor tribe in Ethiopia, Africa, it's not M-O-R-E, it's spelled M-O-O-R. The Moor tribe in Ethiopia, Africa. When you start doing some research on that Moor tribe and work your way forward, coming from the Moor tribe into Europe, into Eurocentric white America, you'll learn everything you need to know about black history, even your religious history. The earliest form of Protestant religion in the world have been traced back to the Moor tribe in Ethiopia, Africa. When I was in uniform, I spent 21 years in the army. And one thing I was always amazed by when I was in Europe, particularly in Europe, is everywhere I went, there was all these statues on these buildings, and everywhere you went, black people. Because I was never educated in that and never knew, I had to do my own research, do my own studying on it.
Right.
These people know more about our history
Then
than we do in this country. And that's why they have all these monuments everywhere you go in Europe, in Germany, in Austria, in France. You name it, it was there. It was there. And so once I learned about the Moor tribe coming from Ethiopia and started doing some study on the Moor tribe, that's how I learned a lot about my history, even biblical history. I'm gonna give you just a little background on biblical history. The Bible as we know it today was not the original Bible that was produced centuries ago. It was one long stroll. It was just one long stroll, the entire book. Instead of 66 books that we read in these modern day Bibles, it was 88 books. Originated with the Moor tribe in Ethiopia, Africa. Then it was later broken down into chapters, and then into verses, and now we have all these different translations. But if you go back and start studying the Moor tribe from Ethiopia, Africa, you will learn your entire history. M-O-O-R. Moor tribe out of Ethiopia, Africa.
All right. Any more questions? I think, yeah.
A couple of questions.
Yeah.
We almost there, guys.
And the pizza's not here yet, so.
Okay, so we're waiting on the pizza, so you're so relaxed. Everyone, this is, we are the Rising Gents, and we are a boys and young men mentor and leadership program. All of these young men that you see are middle school. Okay. So they have, so they can take but so much information at a time.
Right.
This is good. Although it appears that they're not paying attention at times, they take a lot in. They take a lot in, and they'll start inquiring probably shortly after and asking questions and having discussions. Right. But
plant the seed.
And this program program have been adopted by the YMCA of Coastal Carolina.
Wow.
I have to say that. So we are under the umbrella of the YMCA of Coastal Carolina. They have invested in us, transportation. One of the things that they are, few of the things that they are, that we are, our core values is water safety, right? So teaching our young youth how to swim and protect themselves. Healthy living, character and leadership development, social emotional learning, things of that nature that's going to help our young men be successful
Yep. Yes, sir.
and confident.
Yes, sir.
And that, so that's just a little bit of who we are. I hope I didn't miss anything.
At that point, you know what? Could we get a picture with?
Yeah, everybody. Yeah,
But I
definitely.
just want to give
Everybody.
a little brief
I like that.
introduction of who we are. I have a couple questions while we're still waiting on the pizza. First thing, what happened to your hair?
Ah. Well, it's kind of crazy you said a thing about water. So I worked for the water company on Hilton Head for like maybe like 5 years until I started really traveling more on the music end. But it just got hot and heavy, man. Like it just, I mean, that might sound like an excuse, but it got down to here, and then once it gets sweaty, and I'm out trying to get under a pipe, and it's just like hair just everywhere. I kind of had to get rid of it, just for easy mobility in a sense. But I do miss it every day, especially seeing everybody what they do now. Because when I had it, not a lot of people was rocking it like that, but seeing it now, I'll be like, I wanted to go back.
So
but
what's up with the pipes? I heard you mention pipes. So you do.
Oh, like irrigation, yeah, more now. So I do irrigation, but I worked for the water company, which we're removing water meters, fixing leaks, things of that nature. So I'm certified in that angle as well.
All right. So I'm glad you mentioned that because how we support ourselves financially is important.
Right.
Right. Our youth can be very, I guess, swayed to the artistry of life and living life.
And do the norm. And do the norm. Right.
Really miss the true structure of how to
Sustain yourself.
sustain oneself.
Right.
Right. And so I want you to speak on that just a little bit as it pertains to how do you sustain and support
My musical career.
Music.
Right.
If all of them, they, not
So
all
yeah,
of them,
but like
between athletes, music, how does one pursue their dreams and goals while
That's a good
living
question.
that?
Until that one goal makes you an ample amount of money, you have to keep learning many different things. So me personally, I've had many jobs, right? But it's about learning trades. You know what I'm saying? The main thing in life is about learning trades, learning how to maintenance, water. You know what I'm saying? The essential things in life, only because those are the things that's gonna last forever. You know what I'm saying? Music, sports is gonna be a time frame that you play sports. Whether you go to the NFL, you're only going to be still playing for a certain amount of time when you get to the NFL. You're going to have to do something after the NFL. You go to the NBA, you're going to have to still do something after that. You know what I'm saying? So always have multiple things that you want to learn. That's what it's about as well. Because a lot of people nowadays do have jobs, but they don't necessarily want to go to those jobs. But once you put your mind to it and it's something that you want to do, because just like y'all say, you like basketball, you like this, you like that. But I know it's many other things that you guys like that you're probably not thinking of right now. You know what I'm saying? But just think of it a little later like, dang, maybe I can learn how to be a barber. Everybody got fresh dudes, fresh cuts in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an essential thing. But recently, I actually went to a school in McLennanville because everybody likes seafood. Everybody eats seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing about South Carolina is, and in the Gullah culture, seafood is a big thing, right? But there's not a lot of us out there anymore getting the seafood, selling it to our communities, so we getting a lot of processed seafood, imported, imported seafood. So we're not eating off the water like we used to and replenishing the water. You know what I'm saying? So that's another good trade if you guys like seafood. You know what I'm saying? You have it unlimitedly, you know what I'm saying? For sure. But at the same time, you'll be able to make a living for yourself, your family, by being a wholesaler. You can even just head shrimp, you know what I'm saying? But it's just small things like that that you guys kind of just want to look into, having not just that main goal as basketball or football, but having multiple goals to go along with your star player, you know? So until I get on BT, the Grammys, something like that, I'm going to work 10 jobs if I have to. You know what I'm saying?
You better not change your phone number.
All right, fellas, let's take it. Nah, let's go. You're welcome.
I'm just going to shoot them out to you. What is Gullah Geechee rap? And what was that dance that your hype man was? What was that step he was doing?
So,
that's SpongeBob.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was your nickname. So the
No.
hype man is SpongeBob.
Yeah. I'm QSmalls.
Okay.
But
Right.
so I'm gonna answer the dance first. He's from New Jersey, so he does a lot of like New Jersey bops and feet work there. New Jersey is big on like tapping feet and things of that nature.
Born and raised in New Jersey.
Right. See, there you go. So every time, a lot of people ask me that because, you know, here, ours more of like, well, in the South, we do more of shuffling, you know, side to side and kind of bopping. So when they see me beating my feet with him, which they like to call it, they like, yo, you from up north? And I'm like, nah, I'm from the South, but I got a up north dancer with me in a sense. But the first question was, what does Gullah Geechee mean? Gullah Geechee rap. I like to say it's preserving the Gullah Geechee culture from the past and the present to make a brighter future, right? So basically, it's rap, but it's not vulgar rap. It's educational, and you can still party. So it's a uplifting. It's a collective of many different things, but it's just kind of trying to subside the negative notations and turn up in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hit the light or something. Yeah.